everybody, and welcome to what will be my first vlog of the year. I was gonna say last vlog because as I'm filming this, it is currently New Year's Eve, so it'll be the last vlog I film of the year and then the first one I upload of the year. And for New Year's, I just really wanted to have a big reset of my room. So in a way, this is kind of a productivity vlog and get kick-started into the new year with me, because I feel like at Christmas time things build up and you forget to like take care of yourself, take care of your space, because you're so busy doing other things in December, and that's definitely what happened to me. So my maintenance of some things has fallen behind, so I just want to catch up on that today and go into the new year nice and fresh. So without further ado, let's get started on some of the tasks I have. The first thing I have to do is change out my bedding. We're actually going to take down all my Christmas stuff today. Usually I would leave it a little bit longer, but since I'm doing like dusting my shelves and washing my bed sheets anyway, I thought I might as well take it all down now. So let's go. We have now relocated to the bathroom because next task I have to tackle is washing my makeup brushes. I don't know if this is good or not, but I just use hand soap to wash them. It seems to get the job done. I don't know if that's good for your face or whatnot, but that's what I do. And I have this little Hello Kitty brush wash. What do you even call this? I got it from Daiso. Anyways, it just has like the different silicone textures, so you can run your brushes through them and they foam up and clean all up in there. All done. Now I'm sure my makeup will go on much smoother. I hadn't done this in like, an unnecessarily long time, an embarrassingly long time. So I've had my dad bring out this stuff from the shed because this is what was in my room before I put the Christmas decorations up. But I'm thinking I don't really want to put these What was in there? Something definitely just broke. I didn't know there was glass in there at all. And I have stuff in here. I think this is from my birthday. But I'm going to use this box to put all my Christmas stuff back in. See, I thought all the glass was in here. I don't know what that was. We're going to have to investigate that in a minute. Actually, there was a vase in here. Uh-oh. Okay, I've just taken everything but the vase out and threw the whole bag away and just got a new one. I think that's probably the safest. Anyways, what I was saying about these, not wanting to put them back in my room, is just that I don't really think they fit the kind of vibe that I'm going for with my room anymore. But I still like these things, and I'm quite a hoarder, so I don't have the heart to throw them out or sell them, because I think to myself always, what if I want them later or something like that. So that's why I keep things in those bags in the shed, like these as well, like all these candles from my birthday. I might use them again, and these vases, but I just don't want them in my room as currently. This is probably the thing I'm like saddest to put away, not even my tree, but this little scene I had set up with my skizzers. It was so cute. I think that's all the stuff. I also think I'm gonna leave the ribbons on the tree because that makes it a bit easier for me next year. So now we have to try and fit it all in this box. But I will say, I think I will put like this box, this plushy gnome thing, and these boxes in that giant bag instead of in the box. Otherwise, I think they take up a little bit too much room. Everything is all wiped down and cleaned properly now, and by everything I just mean my shelves and my desk. I'm not 100% happy with them because I don't really remember where I had things before I put all my Christmas decorations up. So it was a mix of trying to remember that and also putting up some of the new things that I got, like this mirror tray with my perfumes in it, though I feel like it looks a bit crowded. I don't know. I think the gold might be a bit dark. But it's not awful. It looks nice and clean. And I do plan to do a room makeover in the new year anyway, so I'm not too fussed about it. I'm just happy that everything is finally cleaned. So I think I'm just gonna quickly blitz through with the vacuum cleaner, and then that will be it on my room reset, and then we can work on the self-care aspect of the New Year's Eve. The New Year's Eve, I think I tried to say the New Year and New Year's Eve at the same time. But yes, I need to wash my hair, make sure it's all fresh. It's getting quite oily. So I'd like to do a hair mask, and I bought a little face mask from Lush as well. Welcome back to my bathroom, where I'm about to put in my hair mask finally. Oh, what a long day it's been. It hasn't even taken me the whole day to do all this. It's literally taken me a couple hours. My room is tiny. I don't know why I'm complaining. But it is gonna storm for the evening, I think. Which is actually great, because if there's anything about me, it's I love sitting down with my Switch or with a book while it's storming. I think that's so peak weather, peak vibes. I just used the Jisoo hair mask and hair oil as well, which I don't do as often as I probably should. I also want to get one of those, there's like a brush that people put the oil in the brush and it comes out the tips of the brush, and you like brush it through with that. I think that's quite a handy tool that I maybe should invest in at some point. Now for the actual hair mask bit, I also like to put some of the oil with the mask. And run it through the ends of my hair. Obviously that's how you use a hair mask. Just pop it up in a bun for a little bit while I do some other things. So actually the best Christmas present, it's not even my Christmas present actually, it's my mom's Christmas present, but she got a Dyson for Christmas, so that's actually the highlight of my Christmas, was her Christmas gift. So now I get to have lovely, nice Dyson Airwrap hair every day. Now that my hair is all nice and dry, I'm gonna start on my skincare. I already washed my face while I was in the shower. And I'm just gonna use these niacinamide toner pads. And I just let those sit for a few minutes before using the pad to rub all over my face. I'm just gonna do my Lush face mask that I bought. I bought the hello, there we go. I bought the rosy cheeks one. It smells so good. Ooh. I really need to get one of those like spatulas to apply it. It's occurred to me that I should have done this in the bathroom, because I now need to wash my hands. I have done a little bit of Pinterest scrolling and printed out a couple photos to kind of make like a mini vision board. I want to do like a full one later with one of my friends, but I thought I could reset this magnet board. It has been like this forever, and put up some things that I would like to bring to fruition in 2025. A quick rundown of all of the photos I've chosen. I want to continue growing my channel on here and making a bit more content than I did this year, so that's what that one is. I really want to start collecting magazines again, Vogue magazines specifically, because I used to love doing that when I was a kid. I used to collect like Turtle Girl magazine, and I just feel like it's a bit of a lost art these days, so that's something that I want to pick up in 2025. And then obviously we have two it girls of TV. I love them so much. It's Blair Waldorf and Charlotte York. And then onto the other page. This one here is because I would like to send more pen pal letters off to some of my friends overseas. I used to do it all the time when I was in high school, and then I just never made the time for it again. So I really want to strive to make the time for that this year. And then we have the icon, the merman, Alexandra St. Malo. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but obviously as a Charles girly, I love her. She is so effortlessly flawless, and you know, that's how I would like to be. So she's on the vision board for the year. And then we have this one to manifest some traveling for me. I really want to go. I'm thinking LA. I haven't been to LA in a long time, and I have a friend there as well that I haven't seen in a while as well, so I would really like to go there this year. Next year. Not this year. And then the last one is just because I would like to do a room renovation sometime this year. I think I've said that already in this video, but yeah, I want to buy a vanity. I want to get my room looking 100% how I want it to look, or at least work towards there. So that's what that one is. And so we will cut these out and try to put them up. I don't think I printed enough to fill the whole thing, but we'll see what I come up with. This is what I've ended up with. I've just added a couple extra things that I already had on me. So I have this Dior postcard that I got while I was in Paris, this Sylvian postcard that I got from like a Comic-Con or something, like some sort of convention, a diptyque label, and some Polaroids, one of me and my favorite cousin, and one of my friend from Italy. And yeah, so this is how it turned out. Come sit, everybody. Admittedly, it has been a couple of days since I last left off in the video, but I think I just needed some time to sit and think about what kind of goals I want to be setting for this year. I am actually notoriously awful at keeping my New Year's resolutions. I don't even really like to call them resolutions. I just call them my goals for the year. So this year I have kind of set out my goals in like 4 different sections. I'll probably put some pictures up on the screen. That might be a bit easier, but I've done it on my laptop and I'm just reading off my laptop at the moment. But I have the 4 categories of hobbies, lifestyle, financial, and like my influencer era, like my online presence kind of thing. Those are like the categories of things that matter to me, or sorry, not matter to me, but things that I can improve upon, or things that I would like to improve upon in 2025. And that's what resolutions is all about. Now, a lot of these are quite broad There's a couple of specific ones, but they're quite broad because I really don't like to limit myself in certain ways. You'll see what I'm getting at as I read out my goals. But yeah, I don't like limiting myself because it puts a pressure on me that makes me not want to complete the goal. So anyways, let's get into it. So I'll stop rambling. We're gonna start with the hobbies one because that's really my main one of the year, if I'm honest, because I spent a lot of 2024 a bit too busy. I have a tendency to overbook myself and I forget to kind of calm down, rest a bit, take time for myself. So the first one I have is read 20 books. This is one of the more specific goals that I have, because in 2023 I started Goodreads and I had a 15 books, and I read that. I got to that goal in 2023, so I upped it to 20 books in 2024 and I did not make it. I did make it to 15 again, so I wasn't like super far off, but I really want to strive for that 20 this year. So that's what that one is. The next one is also about reading, and it's that I want to read at least one classic. I don't know if you can see behind me, but I have a Little Women edition, and I also have this lovely edition of Emma as well. So I think it'll either be one of those two, if not both. Next one is that I want to write more pen pal style letters, even for my friends like in person, because in high school I used to do it a lot for my overseas friends that I met on like Stan Twitter and stuff like that, and I just stopped doing it for some reason. I again just couldn't find time with everything I was doing. I'm still in touch with a lot of those friends, so I want to make more of an effort to send them more pen pal letters again, and also do the same for some of my friends in person, because I think it's a really lovely way to show your affection, like a little handwritten note. Like, that's so lovely. The next one is kind of basic, but it's that I want to collect my Vogue magazines every month. I think I've already mentioned that in this video. That's one of my goals for the year. Pretty self-explanatory. The last one I have is that I want to plan more hobby dates with my friends. Like I said, I have a tendency to just keep going out, so I thought, how can I kind of combine the two things that I like want to strive towards? And that's I still want to hang out with my friends, but I want to spend more time doing my hobbies. So I thought I could combine the two. A lot of my friends have similar hobby interests to me, so we could plan to do things together. I have in brackets either like journaling or reading, or like having a gaming day together, not even playing the same game, but just like being in the same room playing separately, that kind of thing, you know. Moving on to my lifestyle category, I have 5 things in this category again. This is where we get a little bit more broad with the goals, because to be honest, my lifestyle is not super like out of control. There's not a lot I've changed. I'm pretty content with how my life is sitting at the moment. The first big thing I wanted to do, which again I'm pretty sure I have mentioned in this video already, is that I want to do a makeover on my bedroom. There's still a lot of aspects of my room that is very me from 5 years ago. We're slowly creeping into the style that I want it to be, but we're not quite there yet. So I really want a whole transformation so that we're where I want to be. That involves like getting new decor, and specifically I want to buy a vanity for where my desk is. The next thing is that I want to put in more meal prep for work, or cook more at home for work, especially now that I have a full-time job. I used to just work in a food court, so it was quite easy just to buy my food, but now there's not really that much of an option. That, and it saves me a lot of money if I make my food at home, so that's something that I definitely want to work on this year. If we want to be a bit more specific about it, maybe the goal should be like only buy work lunch once a week or something like that. But again, I didn't want to put too much pressure on myself, because you know, sometimes you're just not feeling it. Sometimes you just don't have the energy, the extra bit of energy to be putting into your meals that week. So I don't want to box myself in like that. Next one, again with the boxing myself in, it's very broad. Just exercise more consistently. This is one that I constantly put in my goals every year and I constantly fail. I feel like everybody can probably quite relate to that. But it is probably one of the only things left in my lifestyle that I'm not completely content with. And just because I'm gonna be honest, it's really not something I enjoy. There are times where I'm feeling super motivated and it feels very rewarding, but the thought of having to exercise, it's not something that entirely appeals to me. So that's why I haven't put like exercise 3 times a week, exercise 2 times a week, whatever. It's just more consistently, which, let's be honest, is not going to be that hard because I don't do very much of it to begin with. But even if it's just going on more walks per day, not even like a heavy workout, just like any form of exercise, I'll be happy with if I move in that direction. The next one is go to a head spa / have a spa day. It's something I've wanted to do for a really long time, and I think it would be very relaxing for me and could maybe turn out to be something that I like to do more frequently, hence why it's under the lifestyle category. And the last one is to refine my fashion style and clear out my closet. There's a lot of clothes in there that I just wouldn't pick out to wear anymore. So I just want to go through that and sort of buy pieces that I would wear more frequently with the fashion sense that I currently have. And that probably falls under the category of like making over my bedroom and like clearing out my stuff in my room and things like that. My next one is my influencer era category, because it brings me joy, actually. Obviously I wouldn't be sitting here in front of a camera if it's not something that I didn't like to do. So I have a couple things that I want to work on in that sense. First thing is that I want to work on this account, like the layout and everything. I don't really have like a nice end screen, I don't have a nice header or like a cute icon, so I kind of want to work on like the details like that. The next one is that I want to upload at least once a month, which I think I'm pretty on track for. I think in the second half of the year last year I uploaded pretty consistently, so I'm very happy with that, but I just wanted to keep going in that direction. And the next thing is that I want to upload to TikTok and Reels more consistently as well. Again, not boxing myself in with how many I want to do per week, per month kind of thing. But yeah, it's just, for some reason it's a lot harder for me to sit down and try and film a TikTok than it is for me to film a YouTube video. I guess it comes with more practice, which is what I'm aiming for. Whereas I've been making YouTube videos, not on this channel, but on other channels for quite a while. So it's given me time to reflect on like my filming style, my editing style, things like that, where I haven't really experimented in like my TikTok Reels style as much. So I think that's what I want to do this year, is work on that a bit more so I can upload more consistently. The next thing is to make more of an effort to take nice photos for my Instagram feed, and have a think about how my Instagram feed to look. I actually really like how it looks right now, but it's quite hard to keep up because I have a very specific, if you've seen it, I'll put a photo here, but it's like I have a very specific pink regime, and obviously I don't wear pink all the time. I mean, 80% of the time you'll catch me wearing pink, but there are some times where I don't. So I want to have a think if I want to keep it like that, and or if I would like to change it. But I guess that will come with refining my style also, because if I'm buying more pink and white pieces, it's going to be naturally easier to fit into my feed like that. That could also be classed under hobbies actually, but we're putting it under the influencer era category. That's all for that category. And the last one is my financial category. Arguably this could be a little bit personal, but I'm quite open about I'm quite open about my money, so I don't really mind. The first one on that is to pay off my credit card debt. Actually, this is a really bad habit, but every time I go on holiday, I don't pay it out in full. I put it on a credit card and then just pay it off after I've already been. It's such a bad habit, and then it puts me behind because when I go on the next trip, like, I'm still paying off my last one and it's not good, and like I want to stop doing that. And then that brings us to the next one. It's that I want to pay for my next trip that I go on this year without using the credit card. Shouldn't be too hard, touch wood, but that's what I'm striving for. And then the next thing is to just always have savings to fall back on. Before last year, I had a very bad habit of just spending paycheck to paycheck. I'm not as bad at it anymore, but I can definitely get into the habit of spending large sums of money that I don't, not that I don't have, but that I shouldn't be using. So I want to keep a mental note that I always have savings to fall back on in case I need something, something happens. It wouldn't be the end of the world if I don't, but it makes me feel a bit more relaxed as a person knowing that I have savings. And especially because I'm getting old. I'm 25. I should not be living paycheck to paycheck, especially when I don't rent or anything. Like, what am I spending my money on actually? So we should definitely be having some savings. You know, I'm gonna have to buy a house eventually. We gotta start somewhere. So that will be all for this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching. I know I love a good reset video, so I hope you guys enjoyed some of those time lapses. And I hope that this kind of gave you a little bit of inspiration as to how you would like to goal set for the year. Maybe at the end of the year we'll check back in, see how many of those I have done. But I hope you guys all enjoyed watching, and please stay tuned for my next video. Like I said, at least once a month, guys, at least once a month. So I hope to see you guys soon. Bye.